Train the muscles, not the joints.
Welcome back to Natural Galant Bodybuilding. Mountain. And today I want to talk to you a little bit about the all or nothing approach that some bodybuilders and some fitness enthusiasts promote, and how it's kind of BS, right? And the thing is that there's this misnomer out there, and I mean, this is not new. This has been around for a long time, where intensity is all that matters. And if you take the set to absolute ball-busting failure, or if you basically die during the set, that means that set is a good set. And of course, I'm an advocate for that type of intensity at certain times. But to say that that's the only set that's effective or able to help you in your bodybuilding journey would be false. Now, the way I've been training lately is proof of this, where I've been doing full body workouts, and some workouts I purposely don't take the sets to failure. I do really easy movements using 50% of the weight I usually use, and I stop way short of failure. I'm not taking my body into exhaustion, but what I am doing is reminding the body that it still needs to have proper blood flow and still needs to be able to maintain the coordination to do certain movements. So basically what I'm saying is that it's okay to rest, but not okay to lose what you have gained. So I'm establishing a firm foundation of what I have gained. And then from there, one day in the future, maybe it's once a week, maybe it's twice a week, maybe it's once every 2 weeks, I'll hit a set really to failure with heavier weights, and then it helps me stabilize at a higher plateau. Now, I'm not the only one in the world doing this. A lot of professional athletes and Olympic athletes and so forth will use varying amounts of intensity in their training, meaning they'll use various amounts of effort. So they're trying to constantly refine the coordination, remind the body to be strong or powerful or fast or have endurance if you're a long distance runner, right? But you don't always have to run a marathon every day in order for the body to increase in its ability to do such marathon. So my point is that the body can adapt, but sometimes you want the body to stabilize at the higher level of strength or performance, whatever that might be for your sport. And then from there, you throw in some higher intensity. Now, if you do the intensity all the time, the all or nothing principle, what happens is that you usually just burn out, or you get an injury, or the body pushes back against you. So the whole point of this is to ease the body into results. And then from there, it's kind of like a pony, right? When you're riding that pony or that racehorse, it just wants to go. Then it'll almost ease itself into performance instead of forcing the performance upon it when it's not ready. And therefore you get a breaking point. So my point is, the all or nothing principle is good to do once in a while, but if you do it too much, it's really just going to work against you. And I see it with guys in the gym all the time, where they're doing their 1 rep max all the time, which I never recommend, but they're even lifting weights that are always in the 3 rep range. And you know, they're not necessarily getting stronger, but they're straining their ass off all the time. And then inevitably, they're usually walking around with some sort of shoulder injury or elbow injury or knee injury or whatever it is, depending on the exercise. And so the disclaimer on this is that if you're perpetually putting on strength and you feel great, well, you know, go nuts, keep doing that. But if you're noticing that the body's pushing back, where you're losing results, you're feeling burned out, where you're not necessarily getting results, maybe you need to back off and do more of a body bliss training program like I have on my website for a bit, and then come back into the intense workouts here and there. And by doing this, the body starts to ease into this adaptation instead of breaking under the overwhelming amount of intensity you're putting it under. So yeah, intensity is good, but too much intensity is bad. Just like too much volume is bad, and too much rest can also be bad. You see what I'm saying? So it's not about all or nothing, because it's about the right amount. And when you find that balance, that's when you're going to get the best of both worlds. Better recovery, less injuries, and you're going to get more hypertrophy and look better in the long run when it comes down to your bodybuilding journey. Mountain. So I hope this helps you out. Thanks a lot for watching. If you need to get a hold of me, just go to naturalgalantbodybuilding.com, and thanks to the page supporters, and take care for now. Oh yeah!